Hello and welcome to Darius Watch Club, and today we will review a Steeldive 1953. I hope the lighting is good. Well, let's see, maybe we do it like this. So this is the Steeldive 1953 with a pretty ridiculous Cyclops. Let's get this watch off so we can grab it with our hands. So there are a lot of Steeldive reviews for this watch. I might have to add a few things, and I have here a few watches in comparison, so we can kind of compare what I like, what I don't like about it, and if this is the right watch for you and if this is the right watch for me. So before we start the review, this is not the right watch for me. And you might call me stupid or something like this, but as you can see, I love Rolex Homage watches, and I didn't even know that I liked them, but I was getting into the game. And this INVICTA was one of my first to get, and it's a 42mm, but I have a 6.25 inch wrist, so it's pretty small. And as you can see here, take a look at the magnification, and I would say this is my first point, but we will come to a lot of points. The magnification should match the numbers on the bezel, so the watch can maintain a certain balance. And I think this magnification on the Steeldive takes away from the balance of the watch, from the balance of the face, the dial, however you want to call it. If you don't want to stay until the end, it's a good watch. It is a recommend. It is just not the watch for me, and I will tell you why. And it's also something to do with the color, because this is the first watch I got, the beautiful, venerable INVICTA. It is a 42mm. It is the 29-180, and it is a great watch. It's a 42mm. It's okay on my wrist, but maybe a bit too big. But this light really made me love Homage watches, and then I got myself the ADDISDIVE just to see how cool it is. And it's a quartz watch, and it's missing all the seconds markers, and as you can see, the hands are a bit too small, and when the hands are too small, you have problems reading the time. Look at both watches. Like, you're checking out this time, you know what time it is. You're checking out this time, I mean, yeah, of course you know what time it is, but it is lighter to read a watch when the second hand reaches all up there to the second markers. And if it doesn't do it, yeah, it kind of misses the point. And this watch really made me fall in love with our Mars watch, and I love the duotone. And I love the lume on all of these watches. Let me show you the lume. As you can see, yeah, pretty much superb lume on the Steeldives and ADDISDIVE. The INVICTA can hold its own, and you don't need lume on the bezel. I have to say my favorite is on the ADDISDIVE, on this one, even though it's not a color match. I kind of like it. It's distinct, but I like the big hands on the Steeldive, and yeah. So Lume Test, everybody passes, but I have to say probably the INVICTA fades the fastest, but yeah, kind of decent, kind of nice. And so I knew I love a Starbucks. I took this one to Italy and that one too, and I wore both all of the time. I was wearing the INVICTA most of the time. I did put it on a leather strap because when it's pretty warm, your wrist swells up. And so on a leather strap, it was really cool, but it's a big watch. It's a 42. This one is really cool, but it's really lightweight because it's a quartz. And so it is a bit smaller than the rest. I will show you in a second. I have here all the specs from all three watches. And once I came back, I knew that, man, I do love myself a good automatic watch, and I do love myself a beautiful homage watch in the likes of 41mm and not 42mm. I love this watch, but I liked it a bit smaller, a bit lighter. And so when I came back from Italy, I was looking at the Steeldive. And it got only praise on YouTube and in different reviews. And it has a beautiful milled clasp. This one has a press clasp, and the INVICTA also has a press clasp. And the INVICTA has like 4 micro adjustments, and the ADDISDIVE has only 3 micro adjustments, and that's all fine and dandy. But this is the mother of all micro adjustments, except if you have a glide lock. Like that's really God mode, and that is good stuff. And so I found this on not only on AliExpress. I watched the reviews, and some of the reviewer had a link to the watch, as I have 2. So check the link down below. If you buy one or one of these watches through my affiliates, that money will go into watches I will review. If you want to. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. And so I got myself one, and this was then discounted from 100 to 80, and then one time it hit the low price of 60 euros. And I thought to myself, man, for 60 euros you have to taste this watch. And when it came time, I knew I love the Starbucks. I love it. I mean, I put the Starbucks here, and every second this watch is on my wrist. I love it. But I wanted to taste, because they come in 3 colors. They come in the blue, in the black, and in the Starbucks, and even more. But like, those are the 3 classics. And I wanted to try. I wanted to see how do I like the black one? Because I knew the blue, I'm in love. And I consulted a friend, and he's more the classic type. He has a similar watch, just like this, but it's a Longines, I guess. And he told me, like, get a black one, try that one out, because you can wear this to everything. And so I got myself a black one. But when I'm wearing the black one, and when I'm looking at a black one, it does not evoke joy from my heart, from my soul. I mean, I can look at it and I can see and say to you, it's a beautiful watch, but it doesn't evoke any emotion. And I think a watch should do that. I will come to how it wears and the quality of the watch, but like, just from the pure enjoyment of the watch, from what do I feel when I'm wearing it, I do feel nothing. When I look at this, like, this evokes joy. I want to wear it all day long. I want to jump through nature. I want to love life. And that's the power of color. And also when I look at the duotone and the way it feels, I love it. And these are all important aspects of a watch. And I will come to you in a second why it's so important sometimes to find out what you like and what you don't like, and to try things out. That's the reason. And when I wear this watch, like, I love this watch. Like, this watch is just so much fun, and it's also very comfortable. So I should have trusted my gut, but I also didn't want to be a clown all of the time, and I wanted to see maybe a beautiful, I call this the Bond, like the black is the Bond one. I wanted to see maybe I fit in a black watch would suit me, would fit my style. And although I kind of can see that it's a black beautiful watch, it's not my watch. And I assure you, I was drawn to the Steeldive with the blue bezel, with the blue face and dial, and with the Jubilee. But I wanted to try a classic one with a bracelet like this and not with a Jubilee. And I wanted to see if I like the black, if I dig it. And I told myself, if the watch comes and you don't like it, you can easily resell it again on eBay or through something like that. And you will sell it off and everything's okay. And that's what I'm doing. But at least now I know. And I think if this gets sold, I will get myself the blue one and maybe even on a Jubilee. We'll see. And then I will review this. But if we put all of that out of the way, all of my personal things, what can I say to the Steeldive? Let's look at the specs. So it has a Seiko NH35. The INVICTA has that too. This one is a quartz and sports a Miura movement. I have to say all three watches are very accurate, and this one is very, very accurate. Like a week later, and the time will not have gained a second or lost a second. This one loses, I think, 20 seconds or 15 seconds a day. It sports also the NH35, and this one I don't have it long enough, but it's a very beautiful watch, very accurate as far as I could see it. The crown action, when you get it out and when you set the time and when you put in the crown again, it does not jump. Sadly, here it jumps a little, and that's a bummer. I hate when watches do that, and that's a major no-no. Here and here, when you set the time, nothing jumps. The NH35 is just a powerhouse. For the bracelets, these two are very similar. Case finishing and bracelet. This had some sharp edges, I would say, or not really sharp, but a bit sharper than I liked them. The bracelet left sometimes some dents on my, or some marks on my arm. This one I did put on my arm, and as I can see it, like no sharp edges, nothing. Here there is a bit, like it feels sometimes a bit cheap, a bit rough, a bit sharp. I took this file and took the smooth side and tried to file down some of it on the ADDISDIVE. But this, as it came, it was amazing. So only good things I can say about this watch. It wears very comfortable. The milled clasp is so much better than just a pressed clasp. But yeah, it's just like this doesn't scream confidence or quality. And it's a 35 to 40 euro watch, and that's absolutely fine and absolutely okay. This is a keeper. It is my beater watch. I wore this last week when we were kind of outside hiking, and this watch, like, it wears really good, like really, really good. Let me go. So it sports the NH35. It has a 120 click ceramic bezel. It's pretty cool. Does it have backplay? Not really. I have seen some older videos where it has backplay, but I think that Steeldive has cured all the how you can say child issues or child diseases this watch has had. And does it align? It aligns. The Cyclops, as far as I can see, is also aligned. Here you got this one. This one feels a bit cheaper. No backplay, but I kind of like this more. I don't know why. I just like, this one's a bit heavier. It really clicks really hard. And both are really good. And the INVICTA bezel feels also kind of okay. But yeah, but the Steeldive bezel is really good. So it feels like quality. It does. It really is. Like I kind of like this one, personal taste, because it's easy to move. It aligns very well. But yeah, the watch is great. So ceramic bezel insert, 120 clicks, unidirectional, lug to lug, 48 millimeters, case size 41 millimeter case size, case thickness. This is I don't know if this is the thickest I have. The INVICTA seems to be equally thick. 13.5 millimeters. I have to say, I do love myself a quartz one. This one is just 13 millimeters thick, and I like it. But when I wear this watch, sometimes this starts to slide, and I think this slides a bit because it's so flat. So again, you can see nothing slides over the bone. It sits well. And I pretty much love the weight and thickness of this one. But when I put this on, like even better, because there is like, I think the automatic protrudes a bit more. It's a bit thicker. Yeah, but that's the thickness. I like it when they are slim. So that's a personal taste. What else? Stainless steel. You have here this, I don't know how you call this, like this clasp, and then you open it up this way. I have no issues with the bracelet. It's all well made. I have seen one in Thomas's watch reviews where he says that this is sharp, but I think that after he reviewed it, like there's no sharp edges here. None at all. No sharp edges here. I think they probably watch the reviews and they improve on it. Like that's just my theory. What else? 300 meters of water resistance. As you can see, sometimes it's also good to take a look at the watch dial. Can we close in better here? It's pretty beautiful. Let me align this so that you can see that everything aligns pretty good. There's a minor issue, like here on the 25, it doesn't, like the markings on the bezel doesn't really align. It just I don't know, you cannot see it on the camera, but here it perfectly aligns. Wait a second. Yeah. But yeah, that's like some minor issues. The sweep of the automatic watch is pretty beautiful. The weight, I don't know, but it's from all of the three watches, it's the heaviest one, or maybe it rivals the INVICTA, I don't know, but it's not in a bad way. Like once you have it on the wrist, it feels like a real watch. But again, I kind of like it lightweight, and I would have never thought that the ADDISDIVE would get so much praise from me, but probably a bit of personal taste, but yeah. And what I don't like about it, again, but I already told you, like it's a Cyclops. It's too ridiculous. It's just kind of come on, dear, zoom in. It just takes a bit away from it, because I would say the magnification should equal the bezel. And if it doesn't, I think it overpowers the watch a bit, but that's maybe personal taste. I don't know how you want to align this. That's maybe personal taste. If you can stomach that, then definitely go for a Steeldive. It's a good watch. What else? What else is there to cover? It has great lume. It is a great watch for the price. The things I do not like is that the magnification is just ridiculous. It should have been a bit more decent. And yeah, the rest is like personal, that I don't really love the black. But overall, it's a great, beautiful watch. You buy it, you take the color you like. If you're okay with the magnification and if you like the color, I would say this is a watch that could last a lifetime. And yeah, it has sapphire crystal. This one has mineral. This one has mineral. This one. Although I think I kind of bumped against something, no scratches. I think I bumped against a lot of things with these watches. With this watch, it has maybe a tiny scratch on the Cyclops, which you can't even see here. And with sapphire crystal, I think this watch, yeah, will last again a lifetime. For the bracelets, I personally have heard a lot of people who don't like the duotone and say that this is so much better. Personally, I like the duotone and I want this one and I don't care for this one. So it's really up to you what you want, and if you need lume on the bezel or not. I think for me the next interesting watch I maybe would take a look would be a St. Martin. What I really love and I really want, I don't know why, is the bib. I like this bib up here. I just love it. I like it. I don't know why. I love when a watch has it, and when a watch don't has it. For me personally, something is missing, but that's personal taste. Again, I will stop now the video. This is a great watch. If you want one, if you want to support the channel, go down below, click in the affiliate link and get yourself one. And yeah, have a nice day. Stay happy and healthy. Don't buy too many watches. And try to declutter your life. Everything that doesn't resonate with you goes out of your life. Everything that you want, you invite in your life. You build systems like going to the gym, eating healthy, saying no to things you don't want, saying yes or more yes to things you do want, and then you stay mother, loving, patient, and you get there slowly but surely. We see us. See ya.